Mexico!
What's up guys, thanks for checking out the channel. We have a 2021 F-150 here and we're gonna dyno it stock and see what it makes. All right, 2021 F-150, we're gonna do headers tomorrow and then we have a nice Whipple kit on it, stage 2, that we're gonna throw on here in the coming days. Still no real tuning available other than the canned Whipple tune. What do you think it's gonna end up making once it has headers?
530.
You think so? 530? I'd say 550. No, it's a stage 2. It's supposed to make like 650, I think. Let's see what it makes stock and then we can reevaluate and see what it's gonna make with the blower on it. Whee! It maxed out the speed limiter. What it hit?
110. 108.
Yeah.
It looks like one of my kids' drawings.
Yeah, it probably has 87 or fine. It's a baseline. As soon as they're done with that header job, we'll move it over so they can start on it tomorrow. Given that it's speed limited and octane limited, I don't know what fuel he's running in right now. It'll probably make a little bit more, but I'm curious to see what it does with just the headers on the same tune. We'll see.
It looks the exact same.
All right guys, now we have installed some long tube headers and a Borla catback system. This is still pre-Whipple, so we're gonna see what it makes. It made 356, all stock, unsure of the octane that he has in it, so it might not pick up anything. I'm assuming it'll pick up a little bit, but let's see how much the headers are worth on their own, still untuned. That was fifth gear maxing out at like 110.
382, 409.
But it only went up to like 5,500.
Yeah, because that was in fifth, and they hit the limiter, the speed
So we'll
limiter.
try forward. So we did it in fifth gear, but it only lets us get up to 5,500 RPM because of the factory speed limiter. It's still on the factory tune, and it made 386. We did it in fourth to try to get more RPM out of it. I mean, it went to like 6,500, which is still, if you know anything about Coyotes, that's not really that much of a RPM range for them. In fourth gear, it still made 386. So if we were just able to turn off the speed limiter and actually go through the RPM range at least 72, 7,500 maybe, I think it'd probably make damn near 400 with just headers. Keep in mind, you know, it's a 10 speed, and usually on the Mustangs we dyno in 7th gear for that 1-to-1 ratio, but in the trucks we don't do that because of the drive shaft and not wanting it to exit the building or the truck. So good baseline, 352 bone stock, 386 with headers on the factory tune. We'll come back when we have the Whipple on it and see what it does. I think it's gonna double that.
Oh, that light.
Well, I can't work in the dark, so if they were 25% for the blower install process on the F-150. Right now I'm just doing all the little nitpick bullshit they make you do. That way there's no issues whenever the bottom half of the blower goes on. That way I can bolt the tuner runners and do whatever I gotta do before I put the upper plenum on, seal everything back up. But just going through the instructions, I haven't done a 2021 truck yet, so I'm gonna try not miss anything. Yeah, I'm in the middle of pulling the spark plugs out and gapping the plugs. They want you to re-gap the stock plugs, so I think what I'm gonna do is skip this step, order some fresh plugs. It's just so much stuff. Did a Whipple about a day ago. It's back over there waiting on the tune to come in so we can actually get that one done, wrapped up. For now, we have to focus on this one.
Okay, what am I looking at?
I had to get the blower out of the box for the next step, which sucks, but we got it broken apart. I packaged these really well in order to make sure that these heavy ass blowers don't get hurt during shipping. there she is. Gen 5 Whipple, I think. They provided injectors for it, so I gotta set all that stuff up. It already has the map sensor. I'm assuming there's gonna be a plug for it. These don't come filled, so you gotta fill it. And then I can drop the lower half of the blower on, and then it should be hopefully smooth sailing from there. I know I still got some of the bracketry, but we'll be back in a little bit. That motion blur, cinematic.
The Matrix?
Yeah, I was looking to do the Matrix, but my back hurts. That heavy ass motherfucker right now. I had to loosen the coolant overflow and move it out of the way so I could slide this thing in and not get a hernia. It doesn't help that I'm sore everywhere.
Oh wow, you're just gonna plug that you went to the gym once.
Oh. Don't tell nobody. It's gonna be a surprise one day I just show up on camera and I'm fucking shredded. Maybe it's some like Popeye arms where like I have tumors.
Yeah, we'll definitely get you a Spider-Man suit with the blow-up muscles.
Anyways, blowers in, fuel rails are on, injectors are on. Map sensor is plugged in via the extension harness that goes to the front. I gotta bolt the blower down, put the lid on it, start running the coolant lines. So we're not that far out from finishing this thing. I'm trying to get this thing done. We finished up the blue Whipple car today. The maroon car is gone. It's been a week full of blowers. So on most of the Whipple, if not all of them, the inside bolts that go into them get these O-rings. These are for the corners, and then these go on the inside. The ones on the inside, I don't trust them by themselves, so I'll put a tiny little bit of grease on them. That way the O-ring doesn't bind up and cut whenever I torque these bolts down. And the threads get Loctited. Not red, nothing crazy, it's just blue Loctite or green, whatever I have on hand. Before you guys say anything, no, they're not going to back out by doing this. Do it all the time.
That's just to save the O-ring?
Yeah, that way it doesn't get pinched or cut whenever I bolt it down. See, medium strength Loctite. We don't want the red stuff. I'm glad that these are long. One of my biggest fears is dropping a bolt in a runner and then forgetting that it's there. It's kind of like the Call of the Void. Have you ever heard about that? Really French, but it's what it translates to, the Call of the Void. So basically, you ever yeah, say you're driving down the highway.
Yeah, and you go over a bridge and just
like what would happen if
I just jerked the wheel right now?
If
I just flew off this bridge right now. Or I see that tree, what if I just fucking hit it?
I don't have that whenever it comes to this. Fuck that shit. We've all seen what happens to motors whenever bolts get left inside. I don't think I have a clip of Juan's car. Not the bullet, other Juan, blue Trans Am guy. We had a stock bottom end in that thing running 9s, and I don't remember what the hell we were supposed to be doing with it, but I think he tried to change the starter or something. Something stupid happened. For whatever reason, he had to pull off the fuel rail. Well, he dropped a bolt, one of the fuel rail bracket bolts, through one of the injector holes, went in the chamber, and he cranked it over, made a deep impression of the bolt on the piston, and the car never ran right after that. So I tore it apart over here, and I figured out that, hey, he dropped a bolt in there. Ever since I've seen somebody else do it, I'm kind of like always scared. Can't do that. It'd be so easy. But I'm not gonna do it.
But what if I did?
Oh, what if I did? And I'm sure Greg would come up here and kick my ass. Normally on a Gen 3, this is where the valve cover ends, and then there's the valve cover that goes on top. But this thing's got like a whole maybe 1.25 inch spacer that's bolted onto the head, and it goes all the way around. So I think something in these heads is taller, and they have to run that spacer in between on the head. Weird. And the timing cover is actually taller than the Gen 3 timing cover. I've never been inside one of these, aside from pulling the plugs and pulling the intake manifold off, but I wonder what's so different. It reminds me of like the Dart blocks, the Dart LS blocks, the very first ones that came out that you needed to run like a spacer to run the stock oil pan on. Glad they got rid of that. Not that I'd ever own one. I'd probably just buy like an LSX or something. Go buy some merch so Brian can pay me more and I can afford an LSX for the Trans Am one day. And it works out better, you know? I mean, I could be 100 grand in debt with a liberal arts degree, living on not good ramen.
You do splurge on your ramen.
I do splurge on my ramen. And I'd say Yinya, badass ramen. If y'all want like real ramen, like I know people, whenever you say ramen, they think like cup noodles or like maruchan. Not the same.
No.
You already hear the comments, oh, he's talking about pho. Like, no.
No. Get the fuck out of here.
Ow. This truck's not nice to me. I don't understand why the motor's halfway in the dash. It reminds me of a fucking F-body. Not that I'm taking anything away from the truck. It's a nice truck, Greg. Don't shoot me. I'm trying to find where
it's kind of like trying to find the G-spot, isn't it? What are we kidding? That doesn't actually exist.
It's not real.
It's not. It's like Area 51.
Yeah, that's real. I rated that place.
You got the sticker to prove it. We still have those stickers.
Yeah, if anybody wants to buy like the leftover batch of like the Area 51 raid stickers, let us know. You gotta come off, buddy, for your own good. But let me forget that there.
He's gonna turn the windshield wipers on. And $300 gonna hit the road.
My windshield tells time. Oh my god, it went in. Okay.
Is that what you said during sex?
It's in.
Oh my god, it went in.
Whoever designed this shit, their mom's a hoe. Any ideas? Nobody's got ideas right now. I got one idea.
Go home?
Yes. It involves a salt draft, some limes and salt, and a small shot glass.
I was always told growing up that Texas shot glasses were twice as big.
Why?
Because people that aren't from Texas don't know anything about Texas.
Yeah. I had a pen pal once. He asked me if I rode a horse to school every day, and I said no.
Hold a lie. That sounds awesome.
Dude, my head hurts from just fucking hanging in this motherfucker. I think after this, I'm gonna buy one of them, the floating creepers. Like they fold up and then you can lay.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was stupid, but who's stupid now? Me. I'm stupid.
I'm stupid.
Y'all want some Kool-Aid? Okay, so while Levi was gone at LST over the weekend, I bolted everything up, put the lid on, and all the lines. Once the blower was on, it was all kind of like just downhill from there. Gotta finish wiring up the relay for the heat exchanger pump, let it circulate, top it off, load the Whipple tune from the Tomahawk device, strap it down, making hits on the dyno. Oh boy.
What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the channel. We are here today. F-150 just running stuff. So, firing up the F-150 today. Unsure how it's gonna go. It should go pretty simple. It's just a Whipple kit on this new platform that not many people have messed with yet. So, let's see how it actually goes. Stay tuned. Levi, cue the B-roll. Boom, boom, chicka, chicka, chicka. Santa Madre. St. Judas. Alright, let's go do donuts.
Stop.
So Greg says it's too loud. So everybody call Greg a pansy in the comments for not liking the way that his truck sounds. I think it sounds amazing, but he wants a little bit quieter, so we're gonna tone it down.
I'm gonna call him that. Greg's big. I don't want to mess with him.
I'm due for an ass whooping.
When you catch your kid trying to get the milk out of the fridge.
I'll hold it open, Daddy. You pour it in. Oh yeah. Shake it twice. If it's more than twice, you're playing with it.
What do you think I'm going to do?
I'll probably do 4th gear just to not get too crazy in the speed. 93 octane, 580, 620, maybe. You think it's gonna make more? What pulley does it have on it?
The 3875.
3875. What did that make on the last
11
car?
pounds.
11 pounds? Maybe it'll do 650. It's gonna make what it makes. There's not any tuning changes. This is just what it is. So let's see what it does. More than I thought it was gonna make.
It's gonna pick up more, I think, because that's just the first hit. So all the white
Everything's still new.
Yeah, it has to adjust on its own.
We'll let it cool off for a minute or two. It only went up to like 7,000, so I think that's what they have it set at. Let's say Richard's a little busy, but I just talked to Whipple. They say mid to low 600s is usually what this thing makes. So let's see what it does. Right now we're gonna do another pull. This is as safe as it can be on 93 octane. So unless you want to do like a race gas or something, limited for now. Stay tuned. Yeah, 656, 527. It's only going to like 6,900 RPM. That's still nothing. I don't know if that's something factory warranty or they're trying to keep them alive. 135 miles per hour in 5th. I mean, plenty. Nice little drop. Have it ready to go. That's all for now. Cool. Is it worth the $12,000?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 300 horsepower more than it came in with. Now we have me after eating Taco Bell. You boys like Mexico?